Deep in the rainforest, an ant is walking. But something's wrong. It's twitching, stumbling, moving erratically, not like a normal ant at all. Then it stops. It begins to climb, ascending a small plant, driven by an unseen force. It reaches a leaf, bites down with a final shuddering grip, and dies. A few days later, something truly strange begins to happen. A stalk, like something from another world, bursts from the dead ant's head. It grows, reaching for the light, until it's ready. Then it releases a shower of microscopic spores that rain down onto the forest floor below. And the cycle begins again. This isn't science fiction. It's the chilling reality of the zombie ant fungus. This isn't a horror movie. It's Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, a real parasitic fungus that infects ants and performs one of the most sophisticated takeovers in the natural world. It literally takes over their bodies. How does it work? When a microscopic spore lands on an unsuspecting ant, it's like a tiny biological Trojan horse. The spore penetrates the ant's tough exoskeleton and begins to grow inside. Once inside, it's not a race to kill the host, but a patient, calculated invasion. The fungus spreads a network of filaments, called mycelia, throughout the ant's entire body, even into its legs and antennae. As this network grows, it begins releasing a cocktail of unique chemicals. These chemicals are neuromodulators. They're designed to hijack the ant's central nervous system. Slowly but surely, the fungus severs the connection between the ant's brain and its muscles. The ant is still alive, its brain is still functioning, but it is no longer in control of its own movements. It becomes a puppet, its body a vehicle for the parasite, manipulated by invisible strings. Imagine the horror of being a passenger in your own body, unable to stop it from walking you towards your doom. When the fungus has grown enough and is ready to reproduce, it initiates its final terrifying phase. It forces the ant to leave the safety of its colony and embark on a one-way journey. The infected ant, now a zombie, is compelled to climb. But this isn't a random climb. The fungus guides it with incredible precision. It needs to reach a very specific location, a leaf or a twig, typically on the north side of a plant, about 25 centimeters, or 10 inches, above the forest floor. Why so specific? Because this exact spot is the perfect microclimate for the fungus. The temperature and humidity are just right for it to grow and release its spores effectively. It's a calculated move to maximize its chances of infecting new hosts below. Once the ant reaches this predetermined spot, the fungus delivers its final command. It forces the ant to bite down hard onto the underside of a leaf vein or a twig. This isn't a normal bite. It's a death grip. The fungus causes the ant's jaw muscles to lock permanently, anchoring its body to the plant, even after death. The ant is now fixed in place, a macabre monument to the parasite's success. With the ant secured, the fungus has no more use for its host as a living creature. It delivers the final blow, killing the ant. But the process is far from over. Now, the fungus can finally focus all its energy on reproduction. A fruiting body, a long stalk called a stroma, begins to grow, pushing its way out of the back of the dead ant's head. This stalk grows over several days, and at its tip, a capsule develops, filled with the next generation of spores. When the time is right, it ruptures, releasing those spores to drift down and create more zombies. Now, here's the part that is truly terrifying, the discovery that took this from a simple parasitic relationship to something out of a nightmare. For a long time, scientists assumed the fungus controlled the ant by directly infecting and manipulating its brain. It makes sense, right? The brain is the control center. But recent studies using advanced 3D imaging revealed something far more disturbing. The fungus doesn't actually take over the ant's brain. In fact, it meticulously avoids it. The fungal cells form a dense network that wraps around the ant's muscle fibers, directly controlling them. It essentially creates an external brain around the muscles, turning the ant's body into a remote-controlled biological machine. The ant's actual brain is left intact, trapped inside a body it can no longer control. It's a prisoner, fully aware, just watching as its body is marched to its death. Why does the fungus do this? Scientists believe it keeps the brain alive on purpose. A living brain ensures the host, the ant, can be kept alive and functional for as long as possible, allowing it to complete its final mission of climbing and biting. It's a level of manipulation that is as brilliant as it is brutal. The zombie ant fungus is a stark and stunning example of how brutal, and how brilliant, nature can be. This isn't just about a parasite killing its host. It's about a parasite that uses its host, turning it into a tool for its own survival and reproduction. It's a testament to millions of years of coevolution, a microscopic arms race that has resulted in one of the most complex and horrifying strategies in the animal kingdom. It's evolution at its most terrifying, a perfect demonstration that nature's genius can be profoundly dark. So the next time you think zombies are just fiction, something you only see in movies or video games, remember the rainforest. Because in the insect world, for a tiny ant, zombies are very, very real. Thanks for watching. If you found this as fascinating and terrifying as I did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the wonders of the natural world, and let me know in the comments what other strange phenomena you'd like to see covered. See you next time.